Okay, Hogwarts Legacy. We recently got shown a lot of Hogwarts Legacy stuff at the PlayStation State of Play. Did a whole showcase on it, about 14 minutes of footage. A real in-depth look at what's going on with the game. And I think to a lot of people's surprise, including my own, it's a way more grandioso, bigger, more expensive game than I think any of us were really expecting before it got shown to us. But and that's all a good thing. This seems like it's gonna be the game for Harry Potter fans, where it's like, this is the one. This isn't the little tie-in. This isn't like a little tie-in game. This isn't like some silly little quick, let's get some money real quick, cash grab type of game. It's like, oh no, we could really make a real thing, and we're gonna do it. Kind of similar to how Shadow of Mordor was for Lord of the Rings. But besides all of that, all these things that sound so good about the game, the interesting stuff comes in because this game's in a sort of has a unique issue going on because of the inventor of the franchise, J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling. We get to talk about J.K. Rowling and her transphobia, but whatever. Okay, the game's kind of in an interesting place because for people the uninitiated, J.K. Rowling has been adamant for a number of years on social media and in interviews or whatever about her disdain, her odd disdain for the trans community and trans people. And, she kind of goes out of her way often to disparage that community, at any chance that she gets or whatever. It's a weird thing. And obviously, people don't, a lot of people, presumably good people, don't take too kindly to any of that. And the people who like to make the money don't take too kindly to it either. So they try to separate themselves, or separate pieces of the franchise and what they're doing from its creator, which you might imagine is a tough thing to do. So it's like, all right, we're making this cool Harry Potter game over here, blah blah blah, and then the inventor of Harry Potter's over there trans women aren't women, and it's like, oh fuck, now people aren't gonna want to play our game even though it might not reflect that. So the game's kind of in a whereas a lot of people may be interested, there are definitely going to be people who just don't want to play the game because of J.K. Rowling and what she stands for. And it's a valid thing to do. I also understand the people who would just play the game anyway because they go, no, this doesn't have anything to do with her. These devs shouldn't have to suffer and get their game ignored and maybe have a harder time finding another gig or another job or something. I don't know. They shouldn't have to suffer because of what she did or whatever, because she doesn't have anything to do with this. But then there's also the side that she always has something to do with it, right? Because she made it up. But so it's like it's a tightrope walk or whatever. But they're definitely in a unique position. In the game, it appears that you can customize your wizard or witch or whatever, as they said in the showcase, and so it appears you can completely customize your character or whatever. And it would appear they had masculine and feminine character archetypes and stuff like that. So you have to skate this shit so expertly. You can't just come in and do you can't just be willing, like, if any other game came out, fucking anything came out, character customization, and it said for your character archetype to start off with, male, female, and that was it. Yeah, there might be some people who are a little disappointed. Oh, there's no non-binary choice or something like that. Like, oh man, that sucks. But wouldn't be an uproar. There just wouldn't. But because of the position that J.K. Rowling has put these people in, you have to skate this shit so expertly. Like, you have to know what to do and say. You can fuck this up just by doing something that seems so minute. Like, so, like, I wonder if it'll say for the male or something, for the masculine archetype, character type A, and for the feminine archetype, character type B, instead of saying male and female. Or do you actually include a non-binary choice, or do you include some kind of trans choice or something? Like, it's something to think about. They have to. The thing is, if I'm them, I'm walking all the way around all of this shit. If we don't, I'm either including a non-binary choice, or I'm saying character type A and character type B. I'm not putting male and female. There wouldn't be a mention. I would be acting like there was no concept of gender ever in reality if I was making this fucking game, bro. Like, are you kidding me? Like, none of the, and there appears that there's going to be a lot of dialogue and stuff, like, from characters to your character in the game. And for a lot of games, it changes depending on, like, somebody might say, oh, you're a spry young man, and then if you choose the female, they go, oh, you're a spry young woman. It's like, bro, avoid all that shit. Avoid all pronouns. Avoid all pronouns, lest ye get in trouble. Like, bro, I don't know. They're in like it is definitely a unique issue, and it's gonna be something to get around. Assuming they want to get around it, there's always the possibility that they're like, no, we fuck with J.K. Rowling. We believe what she believes in. Fuck the trans community, and we're gonna have a lot of rhetoric in this game that disparages that community, just like she would want. And in that case, when we play it, we'll go, the people who do play it, I will probably be picking the game up personally. Not that I have any problem with the trans community at all, because I'm not a fucking lunatic. But I'll probably pick the game up, and if, like, you're playing it and there's just a lot of support for J.K. Rowling and what she stands for, then it's like, okay, well, what the fuck? This shit is weird. I don't want to play this shit. I don't want to be part of this fucking weird shit. Like, yo, come on, man. Let's get this fuck out of here, and then we can spread the word, and everybody will not play that shit anymore, and that'll be that. So that's always a possibility, but I doubt it. I doubt that they're fucking a bunch of weirdos like that. They're probably, good, normal people, and I'm sure a lot of them were probably hurt by the things that J.K. Rowling said. But I don't know. That's all I want to talk about. Just want to talk about this unique issue that all Harry Potter media really has to kind of deal with because of J.K. Rowling and her views. But yeah, man, what do you guys think? What do you think that they'll do with this game? How do you think they'll approach it? We'll see by the end of the year. No matter what any of us think, we'll see by the end of the year what's going on. Anyway, this Waifu Lecter, go out and get you some maidens.